3 mistakes every winger should avoid. Let's go. Number 1, being a one-trick pony. Let me explain. As a winger, you often play the entire game against 1 or 2 defenders who are trying to stop your every single move. And if you only have one skill in your locker and you always repeat the exact same thing when you get the ball, you unfortunately will make it very easy for the defenders to read and anticipate your next moves. Now, this does not mean that you need to know 50 different step-over variations, but instead, you need to know that great wingers are always unpredictable. You want to keep the defenders guessing and on their toes. Are you going to cut inside or dribble along the line? Is it going to go for a cross, a pass, or perhaps just a dribble? Do whatever it takes to keep the defenders guessing and on their toes, and make sure to practice a couple of different ways of beating your man. Because let's be honest, only Arjen Robben can survive in the world of football, even though everybody knows what he's going to do next. Number 2, playing yourself to a dead end. This is something every teammate finds frustrating. You get the ball, you start dribbling, eyes closed, full tunnel vision, and all of a sudden you end up being surrounded by only defenders. And especially with young players, this is usually the result of these common mistakes. Playing with your head down and feeling forced to go forward. You guys already know that before receiving the ball, you should always look over your shoulder and scan the pitch. But another great tip for being more aware on the pitch is to actually not only stare at the ball when you don't have the ball. As a winger, you're going to spend a lot of time near the sideline by yourself. So when the ball is on the opposite side of the pitch, keep an eye on your attackers, on your midfielders, and even the defenders. That way, when you finally get the ball, you have a better overview of what's happening on the pitch, and thus you can make better decisions as soon as you receive the ball. Also, don't be afraid to occasionally turn back, play the ball backwards, and keep possession. Especially with young players, they usually have only one gear, and that's going straight forward. Doesn't matter if they have any teammates supporting you in the attack. Yes, as a winger, you need to have the skills and ability to move the game forward. But sometimes the game demands that you simply turn back, bam, play a simple pass backwards and keep the ball within your team. And lastly, number 3, don't slack. I spoke with a friend of mine who coaches lots of talented young players in Finland, and he told me that especially young players usually have a problem of not participating in all stages of the game. Just because Lionel Messi doesn't always run after the ball after he loses it, this doesn't mean you should be able to do that yourself. If you're only fully in the zone when your team has the ball, or better yet, when you yourself have the ball and you ignore the defensive duties, you lack discipline, you don't fall back and defend with the team when required, honestly, you're not doing yourself any favors here. And in my humble opinion, this is a very foolish way to go around, because it's only a question about your attitude. I can guarantee you there are thousands of young kids out there who have the exact same skills as you do, but they have a better attitude. They will participate in all stages of the game. Being a winger can be difficult, we all know that, but hopefully these tips in this episode can help you avoid some of the more common mistakes a lot of wingers unfortunately make. Make sure to smash the like if you enjoyed today's episode, and while you're at it, you want to subscribe to our channel by clicking the green bubble right next to my face. And before you leave this episode, I actually think you should check this video next for common mistakes midfielders usually make. I'm out. That was bad.